Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
BoxingVoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just the
body punches?
When I was hitting him with body punches, and I heard him actually, he was crying in there. You were saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him? Yes. When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on.
BoxingVoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time. Absolutely, but I knew he was tough and they're taking those punches.
Beyonce Productions.
Making women gestures like, oh.
Let's go, champ. It's the champ. Shannon the champ. With the fake champ. Vitaly Vladimir Klitschko.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm gonna treat him like he's a C+ fighter. I'm gonna dominate, I'm gonna dog this fighter.
I'm talking about punishment. We're gonna punish you for 12 rounds. Either the referee says you had enough, or you can say you had enough, or you can stay your ass there all night until you ain't had enough.
I feel I'm the best in the sport, and to be the best, you got to beat the best. And all I did was beat opponents. I worked my way from the bottom to the top. I won a title by beating top competition and top fighters. This guy was hands title. He's a paper champion.
Do you feel that you're the best super middleweight right now?
100%.
Let's go, champ.
He can bring the pressure. He can box. I'm a true champion. I'm willing to go to his turf in Atlantic City. I'm going to step on him. I'm going to crush him. Y'all can mark my word to this. I'm going to crush him. He's a C+ fighter. I'm an A+ fighter. Come Saturday night next week, all the fans tune in because I'm going to dominate. This guy is flat-footed, swing wild. I'm not worried about who his trainer is because his trainer can't get in there and fight for him.
Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com. BoxingVoice.com.
What up?
BoxingVoice.com.
What broke him down?
Back
Was it
to another edition of the Boxing Voice. Mr. Gibbs, and we are here to discuss heavyweight boxing, as we had some heavyweight boxing this weekend, and we seen Efe Ajagba get a win over the undefeated Stephen Big Shot Shaw. Heavy rumors Francis Ngannou and Deontay Wilder will be mixing it up. I don't know how true that is. I did reach out to the trainer of Wilder and to Francis Ngannou and his trainer. Ngannou's trainer kind of left me thinking, yes, there's a possibility that this could be done because the UFC has now decided to not renew the contract of Francis Ngannou, which leaves him wide open for a potential matchup with Deontay Wilder. Now, the internet, they're running with it. They're really believing that this could happen. What's your thoughts? What do you think of Deontay Wilder taking on Francis Ngannou? Again, we've never seen this man in a boxing ring, but he's been rumored to be in many potential boxing fights. Tyson Fury, obviously talked about Ngannou a lot and a potential fight with him. It never happened, but he definitely talked about, getting in the ring with Francis Ngannou. Now, what does this do for Deontay Wilder? Does this help him commercially to continue to build his brand and become a bigger draw here in the United States on the pay-per-view side of things? Quite possibly. There, this may be a cheap stat for you guys, right? But we all know that YouTube has added hashtags, and obviously those hashtags indicate how many times the fighter's name was used in the video and how many videos his name is in. There's a very few fighters in our boxing sphere that get above 10,000 videos on the internet, 10,000 hashtagged videos, whether they're included, just being mentioned, but that hashtag was used. Not very many. A lot of your favorite fighters aren't there. They cannot get to that 10,000 mark or better. There are some. Crawford, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is at 12,000. Fury, probably in the lead, to be honest with you, like a 30-something thou. But I'm going to screen share just for facts, right? Because I'll give you, like, I don't know, Tyson. Who else is popular? Tank. We'll do Tank, Tyson, and Loma. We'll do Wilder because we're talking about him, and we'll do Francis Ngannou. So let me go ahead and screen share so you can see what I mean. This is not a tool that everybody knows about. So this is on the inside of YouTube, and as you can see, there's some hashtags here. And this one is Tank. He's at 14,000. You go to Ryan, he's at 14,000. Look at the difference in Shakur, 4,000. Cool. Take that out. Let's do Tyson. Fury, 32,000 videos, 6,600 channels talking about Fury or have talked about Fury. Cool. Let's check the man in question, Deontay. 19,000, so about 11,000 less than Fury, but significantly more than the most popular guys in the sport. Wilder above that. Now let's do Francis, just so you can see why this mixture may be good. Right? Am I pronouncing his name right? Hold on, let's see. It's N-G, not A, excuse me. N-G-A-N-N. Let's see. Where did we get it? What am I misspelling here? Oh, I forgot the C. Correct. So let's see if that fixes. You see? So Francis is at 10,000, and that's probably because I haven't finished the name properly. Let's see if it changes. All right, so he's at 10,000. So just again, so you can see the differences, right? We'll do a guy like, that is popular and sells pay-per-views in Earl. And you see he's at 9,000. Then you do Crawford, the other part of the super fight, 12,000, right? And here's so you can see the differences, right? Like look at Frank Martin, 600, right? All right, let's get another pretty popular guy, right? Or at least we believe he's popular, Isak Cruz, right? Did it not come up? Where are we? Come on, Isak. All right, look, he don't even come up. Unless I'm spelling it wrong, he ain't even on there. No popularity. What about Rowley? All right, they think he's a star. They want to make him. He's only 600 under his real name, Rolando. Let's try Rowley. 2,000 under Rolly Romero, 1,000. So I wanted to give you that so you can see the difference in popularity. There is a huge difference in between some level of fighters and others, right? The top is certainly the top. And shout out to Fury, who is at the very top. You would think it would be AJ, and I'm going to double check AJ, but I'm pretty sure Fury is killing it with the 30-something thousand. So AJ's at 22,000 videos, 3,800 channels that talk about him. So they're saying I was spelling it wrong. Okay, let's try Isak again. Just to make sure we got him. So look, Isak Cruz, I'll screen share this in case anybody wants to say, oh, you spelled it wrong and you want to lie on him. He's only 800 videos in, 300 channels that have done videos on him. So not very popular. Now, I see people already, the hatred for Wilder runs deep. So they're like, oh, he's ducking Ruiz. I mean, if we're accepting this meaningless 154-pound fight with Earl and Thurman, what's wrong with Francis Ngannou and Deontay Wilder getting it in there for a check, like you guys say, right? Like, let those guys make their money is what you guys say. And it's a crossover fight that can add more eyeballs to our sport. You know, Wilder could help us. A big knockout over a current UFC champion that obviously got released, but is a current champion. He's known in the UFC, and we've shown his popularity here on YouTube. So I like the fight. I like the fight. But we're talking heavyweight boxing. That's just one portion of today's show. We still have to discuss what's next for Efe Ajagba, who got the win over Stephen Big Shot Shaw. Stephen Shaw just posted not too long ago that he still believes he won. And I'm like, wow, you didn't do enough. He feels he neutralized the right hand of Ajagba and took it away from him. But, okay, even if you did that, you didn't land enough punches, just in my opinion, you know what I mean, in order for me to give you the win. But Stephen believes he still won. What's next for Ngannou? There was a lot of talk of Jared Anderson taking on Stephen Big Shot Shaw. Had he got the win over Ajagba. Now, the issue is that Efe Ajagba, is with James Prince. So is Jared Anderson. So it does make that potential fight slightly a bit more tricky in getting, I guess, made official, because you're putting two of your guys in with each other when you can be putting them in separate bouts, making, you know, separate money and keeping them both on a trajectory upward towards championship title, versus putting them in against each other and derailing one. At least by putting them in against other people's fighters, you know, give him the opportunity to fight for his position. You put him in there with Jared, those are both of your guys. One of your guys has to lose. There is no upside. So I'm not sure James Prince will do that. Efe is a name and Jared's a name. It's not really necessary to put them in with each other. So my suggestion, while it may not be good, because I don't want Johnny Rice versus Jared Anderson based off Johnny Rice's conversations of the sparring. And I want to say this with confidence, but I don't know that we as a community are ready for Johnny Rice Ajagba 2. Rice got the win over Guido Villanella yesterday, but it wasn't one of those wins where we're like, put that man in there with the winner of the main event. I mean, Dan Rayfield's calling it a heavyweight snooze fest. He said the whole card bored him. So the other option would be Anderson, Ajagba, Johnny Rice, Makhmadov, winners meet. Winners meet. All they have is that new heavyweight. It's like DK is his initials. He's not in the mix. He's 10-0, 6 KOs, never had a U.S. debut. No way he's in this conversation. No way. But maybe they outsource. I wouldn't mind seeing Efe and Pulev, Jared and Makhmadov winners meet. I could do that. I don't mind that. Modern King Boxing, $2 Super Chat says, top of the morning. Pointing up emoji, TBV. All the way up. Shout out to you, champ. That's where we trying to go. We had 163,368, so we need about 600 and some change more to get to that next goal of 164,000. I need your help. I need your help. Come on. Where you at? Go ahead and tell a friend and tell a friend and tell another friend to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're trying to crush goals this year. Phone lines all open on Twitter and Discord. If you want to give us your opinion on today's topic, remember, no callers, no show. No show, no callers. So, we got to keep this going. I don't know any other options for Ajagba on that top-ranked side. Again, unless they outsource, they can obviously do some business with Daniel Dubois. But if I'm Dubois and Frank Warren, I'm not trying to fight any of the guys that we're talking about today because I'm already in line. I'm next at undisputed. Like, the WBO got to wait. The WBA somehow is ahead. And Joyce is the WBO interim who beat the WBA regular in Dubois that's now in line to be next. There's rumors of Dillian White, Frank Martin, Odo Valine, and Keenan McDempsey or something fighting AJ. So those names are off the table until we see what it was. Bless up Fred the Boss. Amen, mi hermano. Thank you for the kind wishes. Hopefully God takes care not only me, but of all of us today and give us a great day. The number to call, once we open up in about 5 minutes, that is, for our landline, is going to be 1-425-569-5241. So you just got to press that one button one time whenever you're ready to rock and roll to be part of the show right here. Now, we're also taking callers on Discord and Twitter Spaces, so, don't worry. Brandon Lanz says, if Anderson was asking for Dillian White, why can't he fight Wallin? I mean, asking for White and getting White is two different things. White is a free agent that sells on pay-per-view in the UK and has been in the ring with a lot of top 10 and top 5 opposition. So he's the perfect name builder. The issue is White going to want to get in there with what he will call a prospect? He may see the threat and danger in Anderson, but because commercially, financially, Anderson is on another level, he can use that as the excuse that he's still, a baby in the sport. I mean, that's the wrong word because Anderson going to flip out. He still doesn't have the experience of Dillian White. Now, that doesn't mean anything. He can obviously still get the win, but for Dillian, he'll probably use that as a reason not to get in there because now you become the litmus test, right? Like everybody's watching you. You become that barometer. How could he do? And if he does well, now you're forever in that. You've become the guy that Jared earned his stripes off of. I don't know that any of these guys are gonna rush to get in there. You needed a guy like Shaw that, expected to win and thought he was on that level. You need someone with confidence to get in there with Jared and give him a fight. Because, yeah, people are going to get in there to pick up a check. They're going to be in there to receive whatever it is they're offering. Are they going to put up a fight? Are they going to, really, truly try to get the win, or will they be looking to survive? Because I think Oslinbek Makhmudov will try to win. I don't know that he's going to get that job done. I would be picking Anderson. But I know that he's going to try and win. He might be slow enough that a fight with him and Ajagba's a better fight than him and Anderson. Anderson, I believe, is just like way too fast for Oslinbek Makhmudov, but we'll see. He was signed to Top Rank. He's had about 2 fights with Top Rank. They've been in Canada, so they've been letting him do his thing. He's co-promoted with Eye of the Tiger Entertainment, so he's out there doing his thing. But once they bring him over here and they start giving him that American TV time, there will be no looking back, I don't think. That's a good fight, Big Nick. That is a great fight. But he is with Matchroom. He is with Matchroom. Remember that Zhang is with Matchroom Boxing. They would have to do business. They would have to pay to get Zhang on the right side of the street. Wow, Brandon Lenz, you're terrible. People got mad at me, and I'm talking about 3-4 years ago when Andy beat Joshua. I said, get that man his California Valley fight versus Areola. People laughed. They got upset. Sure enough, that became a pay-per-view about a year later. That being said, bro, I was talking about that shit 4 years ago. You talking about putting Areola in the ring with Jared Anderson right now. You are a disgrace. You looking for a body. You better leave Areola alone. I don't even think Areola back unretired. Is he back retired? Is he unretired? I don't know. But I don't think Areola and Jared Anderson is the fight to make. Don't get me wrong. Areola has survived with everyone, the toughest of them, from Vlad Klitschko to Vitaly Klitschko to Deontay Wilder to just everybody. That's a lot. So, man, I don't know. I would like Oslinbek. A lot of hype on him, a lot of hype on Anderson, even on Ajagba with the 1 loss. So I wouldn't mind any of the combination of those 3 gentlemen mixing it up. Mixing it up, man. But let me see some of your suggestions in the live chat. Oh, so that's good enough for you, Brandon. Areola's never been stopped. So let's bring him out of retirement to see could we stop him? I mean, do you think he'll win? Or do you just want Jared to be tested? You want to see him in with a Mexican? I don't know what purpose Areola would serve. What is he going to show you in that fight? What are you hoping to see? Please explain. I don't get why Areola would be your option for such a young, youthful, athletic, very, very, very high output Jared Anderson. You trying to, I don't even know. You guys are pretty mean. Fred Robinson says, Top Rank is going to have to pay top tier guys to give Big Baby his shot. 100. I think that's the fight to make, Fred. I know how people feel, and maybe I sound like a hypocrite now, taking an opportunity away from Areola because he doesn't really bring anything on the offense side at this stage. And I want to give that opportunity to Big Baby Jarrell Miller. I want to give that opportunity to Big Baby Jarrell Miller. Let them fight for the name. This is TV. This is entertainment. That's entertainment. The new guard taking out the old guard. Give me your fucking name. You don't deserve that. You know, Jared needs to get motherfucking Clubber Lane on him. You don't deserve that. You smeared that name. You fucking up that name. I'm going to beat the shit out of you and take that name. That's what I want. Name a bigger fight than Jared Anderson, Big Baby, Jared Anderson, the real Big Baby, versus Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Someone can't use the name no more. That's how you sell a fight. That's like a belt without a belt. Wake up, Top Rank. I'm giving away free advice. It's okay. I'm a Gemini. Vermont, what up?
You.
We hear you.
Oh, yeah, because I got my earphones in. I was just making sure. I ain't got no damn Kanichis. I got some goddamn earplugs. But, yeah, so, you know what? I like the idea of Ngannou coming to the boxing scene, but I really would like him to kind of come in there just to, like, at least 2 or 3 fights. Like, why would Wilder want to fight? I mean, I don't like the exhibition fight because I think Wilder would knock him out. Wilder's just too boxing-oriented. Like, that dude would be like a big, stiff, muscle-bound robot messing with Wilder, but Wilder possibly could break his hand on his forehead or something. Because then Ngannou is like one of them big solid dudes. But I think he'll get tired out. That'd be like too easy for Wilder right away. I just think he should be thinking about Anthony Joshua. That's who I want to see Wilder fight because I feel like they both got the same kind of skills. One's real strong, meaning Wilder with the right hand and the vicious shots. But then you got AJ, who I just feel like is a great boxer. I would love to see that fight before I like to see, Ngannou. That's like an exhibition fight, but like later on down the line to me, I
hear
wouldn't
you.
think Wilder would get no props.
I do get that it feels like an exhibition, but the thing is, if you don't take it as a real fight or an exhibition, someone else is.
Yeah.
We all know Tyson wanted the fight. Now that Francis is officially a free agent, man, they better jump on it before they lose it. I mean, he might end up on motherfucking Misfits Boxing or some shit. The YouTubers sign his ass.
Yeah. You know what, though? But Wilder could have gave Shannon Briggs that opportunity, though. That would have been my fight right there. Wilder and Shannon Briggs when Shannon Briggs was chasing him all around the world and shit. If they fight, I would like for it to be like a fight or two away. But, it is what it is, man. That's my call.
All right, champ. Thank you for calling in. You know the number to call.
Peace.
Every single day. Same bat time, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern. The number to call, 1-425-569-5241. We here every day, talking boxing every day, and we would love you to join us. We're also on Discord, taking callers internationally and absolutely free. Join us on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, go ahead and retweet so we get some new, not only listeners, but potential callers, man. We definitely want callers to voice their opinion. I do like the Ngannou fight. It's a commercial fight for Wilder. Right now, you got AJ busy. Wilder could fight Ruiz, but that's a more dangerous fight than whatever AJ's going to do. The Ngannou, big name, low risk. Take that. I got Keem in Florida. What up? Keem, you there? Uh-oh. All right, we're going to go right back to Discord, see what is going on, because it seems like everything was straight. They hear me. But we'll restart that. Discord's pretty whack. We are on Twitter, and we are on our landline. So if you're on the landline, don't forget to hit 1. Hitting the 1 will indicate to me that you're ready to rock and roll. Big Nick says, the fight to make, Anderson versus Bacoli. Bacoli likes to travel. Bro, knock it off, bro. Yo, UK dudes be funny as hell. But that's why I love y'all, because no matter what, y'all stay trying to put your dudes in position. But, like, bro, nobody is thinking about Bacoli, man. Get out of here. Nobody. Like, is it a good fight? Yeah, because we seen what Bacoli did to Tony Yoka. But, I mean, I could be hateful and say he got Hunter problems, right? Like, let him go handle that fight. Like, get that rematch. You know, you did what you did. You got the upset win over Yoka. You wasn't the favorite. People didn't think you would do it. You know, now go avenge that Hunter fight. He's a free agent. You with Matchroom. He just signed to Igix Klimas, the same manager as, Lomachenko. Do that. Why should Bacoli move to an even bigger name without handling the business that he kind of didn't handle? But again, I'm not a hater. It is a good fight. I am high on Bacoli after his win with Yoka. I picked Yoka. He battered Yoka. Big clubbing shots, heavy-handed. So it could be interesting to see, can A, Jared hurt him, and B, does the heavy hands of Bacoli somehow affect Jared at all? But I don't think commercially that does it. If you're Top Rank, you're an American-based promoter, yes, you're into making the best fights, but you're also into making the best fights for your audience, the ESPN American viewing audience. That being said, Bacoli's not that. He did fight Yoka on Top Rank, so maybe you're right, and maybe we could slide that in. Bacoli's more known than probably half the opponents that Jared has fought, so we'll see. But I got C-Dub. What up? C-Dub on Twitter Spaces. Your mic not working. What up? C-Dub. What up? Going back to Keem and seeing did we get this working.
Yo, can you hear me?
We hear you.
All right. What up? Good morning.
Buenos dias.
Got a little conspiracy theory. So you know how Jake Paul signed that deal with the PFL, right? His deal is kind of like KSI's deal with DAZN, where they're gonna give Jake Paul like his own series on that PFL, the Professional Fight League, and they talking about he's gonna do MMA and boxing. I heard, and Ngannou left the UFC. And apparently some of his peoples have been seen wearing like PFL merch, like, the Professional Fight League merch. So I'm wondering if he's going to sign with PFL, probably with Jake Paul, and do some, like you said, some of these exhibition type or, real boxing matches with Jake Paul on that PFL and that little series he's got. I don't know what he's going to call it. But, yeah, I mean, look, Francis is very popular. He's been known to, he did the body shot challenge with Ryan Garcia. He's been known to hang around these YouTube influencers and stuff like that, the Jake Pauls and all that. So I'm thinking he's gonna do that. I'm thinking he's leaving UFC or he left UFC. He's gonna sign with PFL and he's gonna be with Jake Paul in that new series he's got. And he's probably gonna do both boxing and MMA. I've heard Francis say out of his own mouth on Joe Rogan that he came here to box, not to do MMA. He kind of stumbled into MMA. He wants to box. He loves boxing. That's his ultimate dream. So I see him getting a big bag with Jake over that PFL, probably doing some boxing matches and probably still doing MMA too, since that seems like, Jake Paul is going to be doing both. But yeah, I think that's what he's going to do, man. He's going to go over there to the PFL and get that bag with Jake Paul. But that's all I got, man. Appreciate it.
All right. Man, I hope he don't go to PFL, man. That's some new fucking graveyard is what that is, bro. Clarissa went over there, picked up a loss. Nobody worth watching is even over there. That shit garbage, man. Fucking PFL. He wildin'. I did talk to his team, though, and they got multiple offers. He said Francis Ngannou has got a multitude of offers, and they can't even begin to tell me whether or not he's going to fight Wilder. I'm like, damn, why would the fuck you even tell me that then? You gonna tell me you got a bunch of offers for and don't tell me none of them is from Wilder? Like, that's what I want to know, But you know, what they did tell us leaves us room for speculation. If he got offers and a multitude of them, maybe one of them are from Wilder, right? I got the Axiom. He's been a member for 24 months right here on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Boxing Voice every day, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We got the Axiom. He says, Ngannou should go to the WWE, fight Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Then you get Tyson Fury and co-promote on WrestleMania for Fury versus Ngannou. Well, it wasn't Fury and Ngannou that we talking, but I get you. You want your favorite fighter to get the commercial crossover fight. I hear you. I see you pimping. I see you. It's supposed to be Wilder to get it, but don't get me wrong. I can see why Fury fans are equally as upset as it has always been Fury talking about a potential fight with Ngannou, and then it just died down. So I get it. There probably are some Fury fans that really still want that because it was mentioned so many times. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Help me out. Let's help this show get in the eyes of other boxing fans so we can get some other callers, you know, potential callers of the years and such. We're going out to the phone lines looking like it is... We got in the Bay Area, Al in the Bay. What up? Good morning. Al. Al in the Bay, Al in the Bay. You might be muted, champ. All right. We'll keep those phone lines moving. We're going out to the 419. 419, it's looking like we got a new caller on the line in what could be Ohio or Oakland. Not really sure. What's up, brother? Who's this? Where you calling from?
What's up, man? This is Raphael from Toledo, Ohio.
Toledo, Ohio. Shout out. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, you were talking about I'm gonna address a few things. You were talking about Jared Anderson, and really, he should be fighting the likes now of Ajagba, Frank Sanchez. Get him those guys first, and then the upper echelon, because he's already sparred with Tyson Fury, so we know we got him in him. And
Champ, what you said your name was? Apologies. What'd you say your name was? Raphael. Sorry, brother.
Raphael.
Go for it. My bad.
But yeah, you good. Yeah, he could even go along the lines of fighting Joe Joyce now. But I don't want to see that fight right then. I want to see him along the lines of like the Efe Ajagba type, the Frank Sanchez type. I think out the two, I think Frank Sanchez will give him, a run for his money. I still see Jared winning that, but because Sanchez beat Ajagba, so I would like to see him moved like that. And I was listening in before, and you were talking about the Chris Arreola and Jared Anderson. Chris Arreola, he was a good fighter, good TV fighter, good contender, like high class contender, but he just could never get over the hump and win a championship. I really don't want to see him fight like I agree with you. Get him in there with the Frank Sanchez. Not Chris Arreola is old. He's damn near close to isn't he like 37, 38 or something like that?
I would have to look it up, man. All I know is that he already retired once.
Yeah, and he don't need to come back out of retirement.
Oh, he did already to fight Andy.
Yeah, he did, but didn't he retire again though after that?
Not sure, man. Not sure if he did after the Andy fight, because he dropped Andy. That shit might have gave him a little bit of motivation.
Right, yeah, he did do that. Yeah. So that's why I'm sitting on that.
All right. Thank you for your call, my friend. Al in the Bay trying you again.
Yo, what's up, Ness? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, man, it's Al from the Bay, straight from Pittsburgh, California. Yeah, I was thinking Frank Sanchez for the real big baby. Or you can throw him a name like Joseph Parker, you
Now,
know.
now you guys
Somebody
got
who
to
was in
remember
there
that
with the
Frank
top.
Sanchez only fought Ajagba because it was the Wilder pay-per-view. Like, they not about to just send Sanchez the top rank, man. Y'all keep saying Sanchez. Like, y'all got to understand, it's two different companies. Like, Pepsi not fucking with Coke, man. They don't do no halftime shows partnered with Coke.
Yeah, well, eventually they have to do business for the top dogs.
Yeah,
It's not like
both of
you
those
can
guys got to be in
exclude each
position
other.
though. They both got to get into position for those entities to, want to work together to make that fight.
Okay. What about Josh Parker? He's a
Joseph
name.
Parker, well,
Joseph
I
Parker.
seen that he's talking about, now he want to fight with Wilder after all the losses and shit. When he could have did a unification, he went the AJ route. I mean, at this point, when's the last time Joe Parker got a legit win? Like, he lost to Joyce, he lost to Dillian, he lost to AJ. You know what I mean? Like, I got to check his resume. Who the last dude he beat? Was it a real win or was it a tune-up?
That's true. But that's why I'm saying giving him Anderson is like, you feel me? Let the little dog eat, eat off the name.
All right, so he got the two wins over Derek Chisora. He did beat Junior Fada. That's a good win. I mean, after the Dillian White loss, he beat a couple people. He on a win streak, but they all, I mean, Shondell Winters, Alex Lepa, Alexander Flores, Junior Fa's a decent name, and then the back-to-back Chisora fights. Then he loses to Joe Joyce. So now he's back in a tune-up. Tuning up, getting ready.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, give him George Joyce. Not George Joyce, but Joseph Parker, it's like, here's a name, and then for Joseph Parker, it's like, can you really beat this young stud to get back up to the top? So it's a win-win for both. It's like, for Parker, it's like, you got to beat this young stud to get back to the top. And for Anderson, it's like, you could beat a name right here. Who fought the top guys? So
I mean, it would be his first. It would be his first former world champ, but Joe Parker is scheduled to fight Jack Massey January 21st, which will make him available if he could get the win. It will make him available, but right now he's scheduled. That being said, don't forget, if you want to voice your opinion, you do have to press 1 if you have called our landline, 1-425-569-5241. Looks like we got C-Dub, True Roll Tide. What up?
Yo.
Yo.
All right, man. I guess we're going to go back. Going back to Discord, man. What's good? What's good?
Another day, another show.
Another day, another show. That's what's up, man. Shout out TVV. Smash that like button. It's free. We had to call in for the heavyweights, man, since, the statue, is in the conversation. Always going to be at the top of the conversation, man, when it's the heavyweight, the legend. Ngannou, I would like to see him get 2 fights before he fight Wilder. I think Wilder and Fury are tied up. You got Ruiz, you got Usyk, those matches, and it's going to take a lot out of them. So, in the meantime, in between time, Ngannou get 2 exhibitions or 2 matches with PFL, And then, like Keem said, that was a great call, man. You know, he put the pieces together, connected the dots, and that sounds like what's going to happen. He's going to be with PFL, but they're going to, unlike UFC, they're going to give him the leeway or the room to be flexible and to do the exhibitions. So, and it works for both parties. It works for both parties, but he still gets slipped. He may could catch AJ first, you know, because AJ supposed to be on the road back. So he may could catch AJ at the end of this year or beginning of next year. That may be, but yeah,
Who could
Wilder or
catch him?
AJ.
What do you mean?
What'd you say?
Who may catch AJ?
AJ. I mean, not catch him I'm saying he may get the fight.
Who?
He may fight Ngannou.
AJ Ngannou, you saying? Why? Because he's commercially bigger? Why would he get the fight? There's never been mention of him.
Because he commercially bigger. AJ is commercially bigger than everyone else. He may could knock out AJ, and he's not going to get. He knows he's going to get slept by Wilder. He knows he's going to get outboxed by Fury. So he may have a chance with AJ. He just may. But I wanted to ask you about Johnny Rice, man.
What up?
You know, it seemed like PBC sent the ants over the top rank, but are we comparing or are we using the wrong stable for Johnny Rice?
I don't think he's with PBC, bro. He had a contract, but he hadn't. Remember, they didn't. I don't know. All I know is after the polite deal, he got it. After the polite fight, he got a contract, but that shit never. It looked like the contract never started. He ain't get no fight after Johnny after polite.
All right, I'm trying to go real quick to Premier Boxing Champions website fighters and just type up Johnny Rice.
Yeah, but that even if it's there, you go to Top Rank, they still got fighters that they haven't taken off, that they cut. Even Lou DiBella on his website, like that's the last thing to get updated is the website.
Okay. Well,
in my opinion,
hey man,
I could be wrong, but in my opinion, last thing to get updated is that website.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I like him against Du Bois. If he's going to stay over there at Top Rank, I'm pretty sure Frank Warren will work with him. Frank Warren and Bob has worked together, so I think that could be something. Or Efe versus Du Bois. So either or, it'll be great. It'll be great for boxing, man. You know, both sure. On the up end. The boys are going to fight Jerry Anderson because he already lost. They want to build the boys back up to a title. You know, so
well, Dubois. I don't know if you know, but Dubois next in line for undisputed. He's the mandatory, and he's next. Not the WBO, not the WBC. So Dubois don't gotta do nothing. He don't necessarily gotta fight anybody. He could wait in line, just like Joyce. After Dubois is Joyce's turn. So you know those dudes could just wait in line. Joyce just fought Joe Parker, too, so can't nobody really tell him nothing. He could literally wait in line.
Yeah.
You there, champ? Or did I lose you?
For sure that they got to pay him step aside before they go to Joyce. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I really appreciate it, man. Shout out TBV. Smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself.
Let's go. Tanaris, what it do? Mississippi.
Yes, man. Nez, you the man, G.
Appreciate it, man.
You be with the shit sometime, bro. I love your show, G. I ain't gonna flip with you. You done came a long way, too, bro. A long way from all your different co-hosts to these shows you do by yourself, bro. You greatly appreciate it.
Thank you,
Look,
man.
I'm looking at this the picture you got on my screen. Now, I would like for these 6 fighters I'm looking at to fight amongst each other. Now, when I just heard the caller say he want to see Francis get a couple fights before Wilder, see, that's where the bullshit come in the game. No, fight Wilder now. While you ain't got no losses to where if you do end up losing, we'll be like, oh, shit, he wasn't never ready for Wilder anyway. No, we don't even want that in the game. Fighting now, that's the biggest fight in boxing. That Wilder and Ngannou, to me, is a bigger fight than Tank and Ryan. Which, to me, Wilder and Ngannou is a bigger fight than Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence. I like Johnny Rice. Let Johnny Rice fight my boy right next to him on the right. My boy from Top Rank.
Jared Anderson?
Jared Anderson. Jared Anderson. Let Johnny Rice fight Jared Anderson. Efe Ajagba ain't good as I thought he was. Give him Dubois. Give Efe Ajagba Dubois. And I don't know who Andy Ruiz needs to fight, but he needs to get Joe Jordan. Give Andy Ruiz Joe Jordan, and let's see from there. But the biggest fight in boxing is Wilder and Ngannou. Don't let Ngannou come in here and fight somebody else and lose. That ain't what's up. That's all I got for you today, man. You have a great day. I'm finna go make me some money.
All right, champ. Take it easy. There is another heavyweight that we aren't talking about. Oh my God, it just slipped my mind. It'll come back. Matt Bent 100. Talk to me. It's funny because Andy Ruiz is up there. No one's mentioned Andy other than to say, is the Wilder Andy fight
Hello?
not happening? What's up, Matt Bent? Kansas City.
Yeah. What up? Happy Martin Luther King. I agree with the last caller. And Garner don't need no warm-up, man. We need him to get in there with Wilder right now and get knocked out. And I'm looking out for Wilder so Wilder could make the most money and so that the event could be huge. Because if you go get a tune-up and he look bad, you're going to take away from the fight. But now the hype is that he can knock Wilder out and he could compete, even though in my mind he can't. Let him get in there. Let the public have that McGregor feel where the MMA folks feel that he has a chance and get his ass slapped. And Wilder make a lot of money, the event will be huge. And the boxing fans like myself would be like, yep, we know it. And Wilder could have himself another statue in Alabama, some more guns, and his profile would be bigger. So in the next fight, he possibly could get that heavyweight superstardom that he deserves. I mean, that's my call.
All right, Matt Bent. Thank you for calling in. We're taking callers on Discord and your normal landline if you want to call from your cell phone or your house phone, even your work phone. Let's do it. King Born, Brooklyn. You got bad service.
Love my TV comrade. Yo, you hear me now?
Yeah, you definitely don't sound good.
Let me go on Bluetooth real quick. Hold on.
See, I keep telling y'all, get them hibernation 5s, man. Y'all out here playing. All the discounts Kenichi Bear giving y'all out here playing with these fake corner store Bluetooths, man. Stop being cheap. Why get into an accident because you got to take off a cheap headset trying to get it to work? Is you there? Look, my man gone. Y'all stop buying each other these cheap, dollar store headphones, man. What up?
Yo, you hear me now?
Oh, we do.
Yo, listen. Y'all know everybody in the live chat know I love TBV. The livest, rowdiest boxing shit in the universe. Like I said, man, yo, this Deontay Wilder shit, Francis Ngannou, if this was full, this would be a hamburger with mushrooms. It's kind of delicate, know what I mean, with the flavor. Because we know Deontay Wilder knocking everybody the fuck out, except Tyson Fury. Francis Ngannou, big, rugged, looked like he just came out the service, you heard? But he said he wanted to... This ain't MMA. We know when Wilder hits you, you going down. So, listen, Wilder, If it's gonna give you 30 mil, put you on WWE and shit, whatever you need to do it. Cause all you gonna do is not come out in 4 rounds and shit. Like, come on, man. Why they do this for, man? Listen, if Francis Ngannou want to fight somebody, fight fucking the real big baby from Brooklyn or the other big baby from Ohio. You know, fight somebody like that. But Wilder, is this Wilder waste of time? Y'all live chat. Is this his waste of time, or he just gonna get his money? You let me know what it is, Las Vegas. Peace. That's the
Peace.
question.
Yeah, it's definitely a money grab, but this is like a commercial building fight, right? Like, you know, you're going to build your profile. You get in there with Ngannou, man. People know who this guy is. And it's honestly, I don't think it's a fight that you should turn down or walk away from because there's other guys lined up trying to get that. There's other guys that would love that fight. Specifically Tyson Fury, right? You know, he wouldn't mind that fight. He's been vocal. He's called out for it. We got a bunch of callers on Twitter. If you want to speak, go ahead and request to do so. We'll bring you on the line. Same thing goes for Blog Talk. The number to call, 1-425-569-5241. Remember, no callers. I got to go. I done said my piece. You heard how I feel. I'm trying to hear how you feel. But if you ain't avail, you know I'm taking go ahead and end it. And we'll be back for Untitled at 8:30. And then 12 o'clock, our noon lunchtime show. So once again, if you want to call in, now is the time. If you are on the line, now is the time to request to speak before we wrap it up. Early show, unfortunately. LV Slugger, $2 super chat says, Arreola just dropped former champ Ruiz in his last fight. So are you saying that makes him a viable opponent for fucking Jared Anderson because he lost to he lost to Andy? I'll just say that. Come on, guys. Dudes be saying anything, I guess, for their favorites. We're going out to the 7-5-4. Who this? Looking like we got on the line a new caller. Yes, it is. I love new callers, man. Shout out to the 754. Who's this?
Jimmy.
Jimmy? Hello.
No, I said, can you hear me?
I hear you, brother. What's your name?
Man, this Coach Malachi Williams, man.
Hey, Coach, what the hell? What's going on, Coach?
Hey, man, I listen to you every morning, man. I was just giving you a call, man. Love your show. You're a trailblazer in this game. I learned a lot from you just watching you even every day. You know what I mean? So your hard work is paying off.
Appreciate
even people
it.
who hate you is still paying off, as long as they're watching you. But as it relates to my dog, Six Figure Johnny. Now you know I ride with Six Figure Johnny now. You know, but no, he's not signed to. You was right. He's not signed to the PBC or Top Rank. They let him out of his contract. You know what I mean? He just had like a one fight deal of that sort. So they did let him go. That's how he was able to go fight on Top Rank. And then the Top Rank situation, that was just he was in the gym sparring, and I think the guy who Efe Ajagba was supposed to fight got hurt or pulled out. So Stephen Shaw got moved up, and then Johnny Rice filled in that boy to fight Guido Villanello. That's what he told me. That's how it. That's just how it happened. He was just at the right place at the right time. But I totally agree. I totally agree with you, Nance, as it relates to the Wilder and Ngannou. I'm starting to warm up to the crossover boxing. I know it sounds crazy, but you're right. From a publicity standpoint, notoriety standpoint, that's what that is for, to get your profile out there on many different eyeballs. And when I look at it from that standpoint, in the social media era that we're in, I mean, that's a great idea. I wasn't warm on it at first, but now I'm like, you know what, man, it makes sense. It really makes a lot of sense. So that's my take on it, Ness.
Chant, man, appreciate you calling in, and let me tell you, man, I see you doing your thing. You getting amazing numbers, brother. Keep the grind up, and thank you for the support. Who would you want to see Johnny with, though? And what you think about the two big babies going at it, because they could fight for the name. I feel like that's a belt in itself. In a world where you need a belt to make a fight significant, fighting for the name is kind of its own belt in a way.
You're right about that. The thing is from, and I know you don't have Johnny Rice on plenty of times. I think Johnny Rice, I'm just being honest with you, and I told him this. I don't know if his skill set is on that Big Baby Anderson level, to be honest with you.
No. I mean Big Baby versus the real Big Baby. Fight for the name.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I didn't even think of that. That's a brilliant idea. You can do, Big Baby versus the real Big Baby. You know what I mean? Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, you thinking. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, fight for the name. Big Baby versus, the real Big Baby versus Big Baby, or however you want to say it, Big Baby versus the real Big Baby. Yeah, I mean, I have the Big Baby coming out of Ohio, destroying the other Big Baby from Brooklyn. You know what I mean? To be honest with you.
Yeah.
I
think everybody would have Anderson as the favorite, but that's why it's a good fight, because if Big Baby could be half of what he used to be, he's still throwing 30 punches around, because he was throwing 60. Now, I get it. 60, probably, dirty, but if he could throw half of that, we got to fight.
Yeah, we do have a fight, but this is the thing, though, too, Ness. You've been watching boxing a long time. You're a huge fan. The thing is, it's all about punch placement. He's throwing 30 punches around, which is a lot. I don't know. I didn't see his last fight, so I really would have to see him fight again just to see how accurate he is. Is he throwing punches just for the sake of throwing punches? Is he or was he throwing punches and being on the mark like he was prior to his suspension? So, would you like to see him have another, like a tune-up fight, just to see where he's at before he gets in the ring with Jared Anderson, or you want him to go straight into the fight?
Nah, they could do that, but I don't know the Top Rank is going to invest, because they already signed them once, and then he made them look bad by testing positive. So a 2-fight deal gives the risk for him to try to get ready for Jared negatively and end up in the same situation. I think it's more like they going to hit him up. Bro, is you clean? If you clean, we got to fight for you. But a 2-fight deal, you giving him a lot of time to plan.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. I didn't think about the two Andersons fighting for the name. But the way you just put it, yeah, that'd be great, because you can market around that. With the real Big Baby, please stand up. Who is the real Big Baby, or whatever. And then the controversy of Big Baby out of Brooklyn popping dirty and stuff like that. I mean, that adds some kind of mystique to it. You can really, really hype it up, especially if those guys are vocal. They come on the Boxing Voice to help promote the fight. They go around just a couple of platforms, not all, but just a couple of platforms that's doing numbers and really just get the message out there. We'll see. Does Bob Aaron want to deal with Jared Anderson? Not Jared Anderson, but what's his name, Miller? Big Baby Miller again. So does he want to deal with him? That's the question.
Hey, Coach, man, appreciate you calling in, man. Thank you for participating. We're going to get to some other callers, and enjoy that weather out there in Florida. I fucking miss Florida without a doubt. We got a bunch of callers on, what is this? Blog Talk. So if you haven't already done so, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show, and it's going to put this episode in the eyes of other boxing fans, which would allow them to call in and voice their opinion as well and give us a little bit of what's on their mind. Remember, you can do the same. Now, Boxing Pound for Pound Jack, I think you jumping the gun, champ. Like Moses Atuma or Itama, whatever the fuck his name is, he ain't about to be on nobody's heels in 2 years. You are like wishfully thinking. Okay, my man he hasn't even had a fucking pro debut. Like he is not Floyd or Shakur. He ain't even Rigo. There's been no mention of none of that amateur skill or accolades from Loma, Rigo, Floyd, Shakur. Like, why you think this dude is about to like be on Jared Anderson Hills in 2 years? Is impossible. Jared is top 10 already. You're tripping. Like, but again, I love the UK because this is what they do. My man ain't even had a fucking fight yet. I wish our boxing fans were this, back their fighters this. My man ain't even turned pro yet. He ain't turned pro yet. Look at Brandon old sensitive ass. There goes the interview. Fuck is you talking about, you crybaby? I ain't even say shit besides he ain't had a fucking fight yet. How the fuck? Am I wrong for saying that he ain't nowhere near Big Baby, motherfucker? Or is he not a fucking novice with no amateur, with no professional fights? Y'all dudes be tripping, man. Y'all, fans of man, I tell you, fans of man, you can't say shit about your favorite fighters out here before these guys come at you. Jesus Christ. The dude ain't turned pro. What am I saying wrong? Motherfuckers is tripping. Crazy, bro. You on Blog Talk, hit that one button one time. It's going to let me know you ready to rock and roll. Same thing on Twitter Spaces. Raise your hand if you're ready to rock. Same on Discord. We about to go for about another 30 seconds. It looks like pretty much you guys are just listening. And, I can't keep repeating myself. It is a call-in show. Number to call, 1-425-569-5241. We got a bunch of callers on all platforms, but again, just listening. So, Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Let me check these super chats. Make sure I'm not leaving any man behind. As you know, we don't like to do that. We will be back with Untitled, 8:30, YouTube members only. And then we'll be back at 12 o'clock for our lunchtime Pacific Standard Time show with, I don't know what guests here. I got to check the schedule. But yeah, catch us on the next one. Peace.